Okay, Jasmine, the first one. Do you understand the topic, Jasmine?
Yes, I
Yes, right?
understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe the complicated thing is that we have to remember what is
Which
the
one
order.
was the order?
Mhm.
Yes.
But by practicing, we get this step by step. Okay, so Robert is here. If you can, or if you wish, you can put your examples in the chat.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay, let's see the first one. Machu Picchu is an historical place with a beautiful city. Mhm. Mhm. By the way, Jasmine, in the example that you gave, Machu Picchu is a historical.
Okay. Okay.
And no, why? Because sometimes the H is silent and sometimes doesn't, right? But in this case, when you say historia, we say history. It sounds like a jota, history.
Okay. Okay.
So if that works or if that happens, we have to say a history.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Let's suppose that the pronunciation is history with vowel, history.
History.
And then we say an history. But in this case, it's history.
History.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's
Thank you.
why. Mhm. Like hospital, for example.
Okay.
Mhm. Then Robert says Tikal is a historical old Mayan pyramid with a large cultural wealth. Mhm. Okay. Be careful with the word historical, Robert. In the chat you
Okay,
put,
teacher. Sorry.
yeah, uh-huh. That's okay, no worries. And this happens,
Okay.
these errors or mistakes happens because we don't practice too much the writing. We
Yeah.
speak only. So it's normal. Mhm. And then we had the number 3. And number 3 says, Jasmine, a place.
A place tourists to your country want to see.
Okay. Then let's mention an example about that. A place tourists to your country wants to see. Santa Ana volcano is an exciting, big and natural place that tourists want to see in El Salvador. Okay, exciting. There's the quality, then the size, big. Natural place. Yeah, the type, natural place that tourists want to see in El Salvador. The descriptive phrase. That's good, Jasmine. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Teacher,
Yep.
if I want to mention something about the weather or climate,
Mhm.
in what order? Because, for example,
Mhm.
a taco is picturesque little town,
Picturesque. Picturesque.
picturesque,
Mhm.
picturesque little town uh, with cold weather, or I need to mention after
Oh, you can
before.
mention yeah, good question. You can mention that at the end.
Oh,
Descriptive phrase, right? Because if you see here that has seen better days, it's something about the condition,
okay,
right?
okay,
In your example, it's about the weather condition. So
okay.
in the descriptive phrase, we can mention that.
Thank
Mhm. Okay, let's see. Robert Conchagua. Yeah, Conchagua. Conchagua viewpoints are amazing. Called natural places to do camping and where to see the sunrise. They're amazing. Cold, natural type. Places to do camping and where to see. Okay. And Jasmine. Okay, and this is about the number 3, right? Or number
Yes.
4? Yeah, number 3. Okay.
No, no, number. Yeah, number three.
Okay. Only one is missing, the number 4.
No, 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 sorry. It's
The number
the
4?
number four because number three was Santa Ana Volcano.
Ah, okay, okay. A place you enjoy visiting but wouldn't want to live in. Okay. Let's see Jasmine's example. I enjoy visiting Ataco. Ataco is picturesque, little town with cold place. Yeah. Mm, with cold place. Mm,
No,
I
with
mean,
cold weather, sorry.
yeah, because we are
Uh-huh.
talking about Ataco. Ataco is the
Yeah,
place, and then we are saying place again. Doesn't make sense, right?
yeah, it's cold
Ataco is
weather.
picturesque, little town with cold weather. Exactly.
Yeah,
We say with a cold weather.
with okay.
Yeah. Con un clima helado. We can say fresh as well, fresco, with a cold weather. That's good. That's good. With a cold weather. Great. So if you see, it is not that complicated to be honest,
Mm-hmm.
right? But we have to follow this order.
Yeah,
Usually we do it in let's say we are not aware about this maybe, but because of the practice that we have had in the previous classes or months of learning the language, we have learned that we have to say this or the things, the sentences in this way. We didn't know maybe the structure, but we have learned by examples like the previous teachers or the book or whatever. We have learned that we have to follow this sequence
yes,
unintentionally. We have learned this,
sí,
yeah, but
yes.
now maybe it's clearer. That's good. Okay, perfect. Now let's continue, right? Let's see next page. Oh, I'm sorry, next activity. We have something else, grammar. Yeah, this grammar is really short because it's not that complicated. In this case, we have the topic, Jasmine,
Sorry?
the topic is,
Connecting contrasting ideas.
continue, you can.
You can use these words and phrases to connect contrasting ideas.
Okay, Robert, the first two.
Despite, in spite of,
Okay, continue, Jasmine.
Although, even though,
Robert,
however, and nevertheless,
nevertheless, exactly.
nevertheless.
And the last one, Jasmine.
on the other hand.
On the other hand, many people say in the other hand. No, it's on
Oh,
the other hand. Okay, now when we are speaking in English, it is really nice when I listen to somebody else mentioning these words when the person is speaking. Yeah, because I have some advanced students and they speak like a basic student. And not because they don't know, but I don't know what's happened. They know or they have a lot of vocabulary, but they don't use them. So when you, because you are advanced, when you want to say something, if it is necessary to mention these words, please do it. You sound very sophisticated when you use these words. Okay, although is the same of even though. However is the same of nevertheless. No obstante, sin embargo, is the same. On the other hand, por el otro lado, yeah. In spite of, the same of despite, a pesar de, yeah. Although or even though is aunque. Yeah, so when you use these words, is because you are going to give the opposite. If the first part of the sentence is positive, and then you say, however, oh, that means that the next sentence is going to be the opposite of the first one. Maybe negative, maybe positive, depending on them, but they have to be contrasting ideas like this. Okay, so for practicing, we have to go back again on page 111.
Okay.
Okay, so don't forget these words. Okay, let's go 111. What is it? What is it? No me parece. Ah, mames, aquí está bien. I have to click on here, this little arrow. Okay, let's see. Yes, this is the part. Yeah, contrasting ideas. Continue, Jasmine, here.
There are three ways to connect contrasting ideas.
Okay, we have three ways. Let's go with the first one. Continue.
Yeah.
To begin an adverb clause, use although or even though.
Okay, to begin another clause, we have to use although or even though. And then we have some examples. Continue, Robert.
Okay. I like to live in a small town someday, even though I love all the opportunities in big cities.
Exactly. If you see, it says, I would like to live in a small town someday. Okay. But this is even though I love all the opportunities in the big cities. This is the contrasting ideas.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Continue, Jasmine. Although,
Although I love all the opportunities in big cities, I like to live in a small town someday.
if you see, it is practically the same, but in different order. And also the person or the book, let's say here, is giving you different examples using even though and also although. Teacher, can I say even though instead of although? Yes, you can. Yeah, because it's the same thing, the same idea, right? So the only thing is that the book has changed the order and also use a comma over here. That is really important. Okay, good. That's the number one. Then we have the number two. Robert, to begin.
To begin an independent clause, use the transition words, however, nevertheless, or on the other hand. Note the pronunciation with transition words.
We said punctuation.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah, punctuation with the transition
Under
words. Uh-huh. So, Jasmine,
punctuation.
I love.
I love big cities. However, or on the other hand,
Exactly.
I like to live in a small town
I am
someday.
sorry.
I like
Mhm.
to live to live in a small town someday.
It's like a tongue twister, como que es
Yeah.
trabalengua, right? Yeah, I'd we say
I
instead of I would, this is contraction. We
okay.
say I'd like to live. I'd like to live. Say it.
I like to live
Mhm.
in a small town someday.
Excellent. You see? So in this case, we can use however or on the other hand. Both in this case are expressing the same thing, right? Or both are contrasting the big ideas. The big idea was, I love big cities. Okay, but what happened? However, I would like to live in a small town someday. Okay, good. And the last example, Robert?
Okay. I love big cities.
Mhm.
Nevertheless, or however, I like to live in a small town someday.
Exactly, but in this case, it's the same. The book is giving you another example, always however as well. But in this case, we have semicolon. Okay. Good.
Mhm.
Now, because of the time, we have to stop over here and we will continue tomorrow. But I think that we are going to review everything for you to
Okay.
remember in a clearer way for tomorrow. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Questions so far?
No, teacher.
Teacher.
No. Okay. So we will continue on the same page tomorrow and then with the answers. I mean, with the examples.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
So have a wonderful day. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. You too.
Take
Okay,
care.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you,
See
teacher.
you.
Bye. See you.